Hey friends, welcome to a little of it all. My name is Taylor, and today I thought we would do a little bit of a throwback. We are gonna budget November's first paycheck. It has been several months since we have done a budgeting video. I have still been budgeting off screen. You guys know I'm a big fan of zero-based budgeting. Every single one of our checks has a specific budget made out individually only for that check. It's just been a while since I've done it on camera. Life got to life, and also we finally got moved in and settled into our house, and so I was finally able to do some more of those a little of it all videos that I have been excited for and looking forward to doing. So the budgeting videos kind of fell to the wayside. However, maybe every once in a while we can cycle one back in. Honestly, our budget hasn't changed a whole lot, and that's one of the reasons that I stopped doing them, is because I don't know, they felt redundant, and I don't want to bore you guys. Like, I want us to have fun every time we hang out, and so I was like, well, let me just take a break with budgeting videos for a while. But it's the end of the year. We're ending October, starting November, and I thought it might be fun for us to go back to the good old days, to how we started, and let's budget together November's first paycheck. My page is printed out weird today for some reason. I don't know why I have this huge margin at the bottom. I don't know. Printers are printing weird these days. Maybe it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way, guys. I'm actually filming this the day before Halloween, but today is Halloween. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween. It's supposed to be rainy here today. I don't know yet, but that is the weather forecast, what they're predicting, so I'm not quite sure if there's going to be any Halloween festivities happening. We are hoping we get some trick-or-treaters at our new house in our new neighborhood, but I don't think we're gonna, and I'm a little bit bummed about it, but that's okay. So I hope you guys have a fun Halloween. Let me know your costumes. You guys know I dressed up as Lucille Ball. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed you guys mine and Scott's costumes from our Halloween party this past weekend. I'll remember to pop a picture up here so you guys can see it if you don't follow me on Instagram. But we had a great time, and I hope you guys are getting lots of good candy and just having the best, funnest Halloween with your family. So today we are we're not cash stuffing. We are cash budgeting $2,745. I did have like a little bit of a dip. It was $2,753, and then all of the new insurances and stuff that you enroll in, they finally take effect around October, so it was almost, I think it was like an $7 difference. So now it's $2,745, and that will probably last me throughout the next year. So this is actually going to be budgeted tomorrow on the 31st. How spooky Halloween. And this needs to last us until November 8th. That is when Scott gets paid again. So money to leave in the bank. I'm not going to sit here with you guys and make you watch me calculate all of our bills. I already did that off screen. So that is going to be $1,781. That is going to cover $925 for our mortgage and all of our first of the month bills, from puppy pills to electricity, Canva, all of that jazz. Our first part of our tithe, our trash, all of that gets taken out at the beginning of the month. This is like the beginning of the month is the heaviest part of our month for our bills, and so $1,781, that is what we have to leave in our bank account to have with our automatic withdrawals from our checking account. We are not 1 month ahead on our bills, so that's why we leave this money in the bank and we don't actually pull it all out. Hopefully soon we'll be able to be doing that, but that's okay. This is what works for us right now, and that is totally fine. So that means money that we are going to be able to be working with for this cash stuffing is $2,745 minus $1,781, and that equals $964. Now, we have our bills taken care of first. In my opinion, that is the most important. We kind of have it broken down in our household into several different categories. Bills, first and foremost, they have to be paid. The next is the necessities. So that's like making sure we can get to work, making sure we can eat, and making sure our pups are taken care of. The next little part that we're going to take out is our necessities. So that is groceries. In our wallets, we each get $20. That's for just little grocery runs in the week if we need, like, if we're out of mayonnaise or, things like that. We can run and use this money instead of our big sinking fund. And in our sinking fund, it is getting $160. So all of that together is $200. And then for gas, we get $50 each in our wallets. Now, Scott works from home. He is a remote worker, and I live 5 minutes from the school that I work at. So we don't really need a whole lot in gas. I know $50 3 times a month doesn't seem like a whole lot, but we have had rollover several times. So it works for us right now. If we ever need to up that, we will. But we are sticking with $100, $50 for each of us, and then for our household. In our wallets, we both get $10, and then in the sinking funds binder, that is $30, and that is $50 total for toilet paper, paper towels, Ziploc bags, any household necessities. Okay, so we have that taken care of. Now we need to move on to our pups. So puppy pills, we actually leave that in the account. So I'm just going to put IA in account, so I will remember that I don't have to budget that out. And I'm going to switch things up a little bit with how we do our pups. Normally how we do it is pups gets 20 and puppy food gets 30. However, we've had a lot of surplus of puppy food money left over. So I'm going to switch things around. And actually puppy food is only going to be getting 20. And I'm going to put $30 into pups. So that is also $50. So I think that's going to work. If I see that this doesn't work for us, I will switch it back, but because we have started to have to buy 2 separate foods, a food for the beagles and then food for Samson, we have spaced out the time that we're having to buy food, so I don't need quite as much as quickly as I used to. Also, I just remembered this. Maybelle is going tomorrow for her vaccines. Okay, so I need to also budget money for her vaccines. I think it's going to be around $150 total. So let me do 30 plus 120. So it'll be $150. So let me minus 120 since I already took out that 30. Okay. So it will equal 150 total. There we go. I'm so glad I remembered that. So that way I'll just put it on the credit card and then just pull this money whenever we cashed up and then automatically pay that off. So it'll be perfect. Okay. Lovely. Let's just continue on with our sinking funds. So far we have our bills taken care of. That money is staying in our account. Next up we have our necessities, which is eating, getting to our jobs, and taking care of our household and our pups. So we are A-OK USA so far. So let me go ahead and mark off what I know we're not going to be stuffing. I don't really stuff chiropractor anymore. And then giveaways, I stuff with our side hustles because you guys are just the best and most fantastic things in the whole entire world. So I'm really wanting to put 20s in every one of our sinking funds. Let's just do it and see if we can make it work. So I'm just gonna 20 this the whole way down. So prescriptions, over-the-counter meds, us, eating out, going out with friends, Sam's, hunting, birthdays, car maintenance, and medical. I am fingers crossed that all that's going to be able to get 20s. Let's see how we did. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. Okay. 200. Okay, lovely. All right, let's go ahead and do our wallets next. So for our wallets, we both get $20 per pay period. So that's going to be $40 for spending. All right, eating out. Let's see, Scott gets 10 and I get 5. So that's 15. Going out with friends, he doesn't get anything. And I get 5. So there we go. Okay, drinks, let's do 5 and 5 in drinks, so that's minus 10. Toiletries, he gets 10 and I get 20, and that is 30. And then miscellaneous, we both get 5s. And these numbers, since we moved and had a new budget, have been working really well for us. I would like for these numbers to be bigger, I would like to increase them. However, in this season that we're in right now, these numbers are working and we're just going to leave them like they are. So let's move on over to annuals. And I want to add in Canva. That is perfect. So Canva, let's do 5 in Canva. You guys know I pay the monthly subscription to Canva. However, I would love to just do the yearly. So my plan is to just save it up, and then whenever I have I think it's 120 or 110? I can't remember. But whenever I have that money saved up, I will just pay for the yearly subscription and then, save from there. So that's why you will probably see Canva twice, once in our bill binder and then once in the annuals. So that's what that means. And then Kahoot, I think this is going to be our last budget for Kahoot, is $5. And then car tags. We are finished with body and P.O. box for right now. So that is nice. Okay, lovely. Let's move on over to our savings challenges. I did watch my last video and I have a little sticky note off to the side that's telling me what I need to put where. So let's see. Taylor, we're going to do, it was 5. Yes, mine is 5. Okay, Christmas is 20. Extra payment, got 6. Refinance, got 2. Month ahead, got 5. Vacation, got 5. House projects, got 8. Ink, got 6. Emergency was 20. And then important dates was 40. Okay, so I have $102 left. I feel like I forgot to subtract something. So let me pause here and check my math, because I've never been able to put more than 20 into my sinking funds. So this feels wonky. Let me just check this. Please hold while I check my math. Okay. I don't know what I forgot to subtract. I will probably catch it in the editing. But instead of $102 left, I only have $2. So that seems much more realistic. I knew that couldn't be right, because even when I didn't have to budget out money for pups, I've never been able to put more than 20 into our sinking fund. So I'm glad I checked that. Okay, so I have $2 left. I'm just going to pop it into my drinks envelope. I'm going to make this 7 instead of 5, because I like to, give tips and all that jazz. Okay, perfect. So a little bit rusty, but that is okay. What we do next is we fill out our cash breakdown sheet just to make sure, again, just double checking myself, because clearly I do make mistakes, that our cash breakdown is correct. And I'm excited to show you guys our new cash breakdown sheets that are going to be hitting the shop soon. So here's a little Etsy sneak peek for you. It's two-sided as usual. Our last cash breakdown was the beautiful blue marble. So I wanted to, just do something a little different for 2025. So this is what our new cash breakdown sheets are going to look like starting in November. So that is fun. I don't have my November Etsy launch date just yet, but it's going to be soon. So let me go ahead and grab my wet erase vis-a-vis marker, and I'm going to go ahead and start filling out this. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. I'm going to speed it through, and I'll see you guys back in just a minute. All right, my friends, we have it all filled out. Now let's count everything up and tally it and make sure it adds up to 964. That is the magic number that we need. Okay, we did it. 964. That is exactly what we need. That is perfect. Okay, lovely. Let me grab also another little Etsy sneak peek. It's not the exact one that's going to be hitting the shop because I had to tweak it just a little bit. Let me show you what I mean, but it's our new teller slip. It's actually just one of the new teller slips. So I did a poll on Instagram and you guys got to vote, but you can't see it, but there's a little flower. Let me lay it down like this, but you can definitely see it like that. This was my, my first draft of this. Clearly I needed to not lighten it up so much, so the ones that are actually going to be hitting the shop you'll be able to actually see. So it's our new teller slip, so I'm really excited about these. They're very different from last time. I'm going to have one other option, but I just thought it was really, really fun and pretty. I hope you guys can see it. I hope it's coming across on screen. And I promise the ones that are going to be in the shop are going to be much, like you can actually see it, much darker. Okay, so let's fill out this teller slip. And my friends, it is going to be time for us to go to the bank. And there we have it, guys. November check number 1 is budgeted. I'm just gonna pop this into my bank bag. I'm gonna take this with me to the bank hopefully tomorrow, and then we're gonna be ready to cash stuff. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today on this renewed budget with me video. Well, I guess it's not really renewed. Everything is almost exactly the same, but a budget with me video that we haven't done in a while. I hope you will subscribe and stay a while so we can get that money cash stuffed in our next video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. You guys are just the greatest. Don't give up doing great things, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.